Hello to all my physics pals. Paul Lake here with another physics problem solved. I hope you're doing well. We have an introductory kind of force problem to do today. We're going to find the ratio of masses when the same force is applied. We're going to be using Newton's second law, and we're going to be using ratios, which is a very nice technique sometimes for problem solving. Let's read the problem. A force F is applied to an object of mass m1, and it produces an acceleration of 3 meters per second squared. The same force applied to a second object of mass m2 produces an acceleration of 1 meter per second squared. A, what is the value of the ratio m1 over m2? And B, if m1 and m2 are combined, find their acceleration under the action of the force F. I get a lot of my problems from my tutoring clients. They send them to me, so check in the description for a link and how to get a hold of me if you might benefit from my tutoring services. I'm good. I can save you a lot of time and stress, and my rates are quite reasonable. Let's get started. Let's write down what's given. Okay, so we have m1. I'll just draw it as like a particle or something. And this is m1. And if we apply a force to it, and I'm going to call this F, okay, we get an acceleration of 3.00 meters per second squared. Now M2, there's M2, and we're going to apply the same force to it, but we get a much lower acceleration. Just 1 meter per second squared. Looks like we're sticking with 3 significant figures here, so we'll do that. And we want to find the ratio of m1 over m2. And then for part B, watch how I write this. If m1 and m2 are combined, find their acceleration under the action of the force. So we want to find the acceleration if m is equal to m1 plus m2. We're combining these two masses together. So that's how I'm expressing that idea. So setting up the problem like this, and even figuring out how we're going to express what we're trying to find in terms of what's given, that's a big part of problem solving. So if you can do that, draw a picture, be very explicit about what you're given and what you're trying to find, that'll really help your problem solving. Okay, one thing I suggest you do right now maybe is pause the video right now, try to solve this yourself. If you get stuck, just hit play, and I hope you get unstuck, I hope, anyway. All right, let's solve this now. Okay. So one of the cool things about, we're going to use ratios here because look at what we're trying to find. We're trying to find a ratio of m1 over m2. So one thing we can do is we know that F, this force, and we're just dealing with magnitudes here. We don't care about direction. I mean, everything's in the same direction. We know that F is equal to m1 times a1, right? Okay. Well, what if I divide this by F? And it says the same F. Well, what is this F? This F is equal to m2 times a2, right? This is Newton's second law. If you have a net force, will cause an object to accelerate. The amount of acceleration depends on the mass. Okay, so since F equals m1 over a1, F also equals m2 over a2, I can write it as a ratio like this. And of course, F divided by F is 1, so this is equal to 1. And now I can solve directly for what I'm trying to find. I'm trying to find m1 over m2, so I just need to put these on the other side, and when I do that, I get m1 over m2. We'll divide both sides by a1, so you get a1 on the bottom here, and then multiply both sides by a2. You can do the algebra here, right? Solving for m2 over m1 over m2, you get a2 over a1. Cool. And we know what this is. We know what a2 is 1.00 meters per second squared. We're going to divide that by a1, which is 3 meters per second squared. Now, you can write it as 1/3, I suppose, or you can write it as 0.333. I tend to prefer the decimal, but you know, so this is my answer right here. That's equal to m1 over m2. Okay. All right. So again, just this is really a nice technique if you have one situation and another situation, but both of them, if there's something in common between them, you can set up a ratio of that, and of course that ratio will be equal to 1, and then what's on the other side here you can use to solve problems. Ratio is very, very nice technique. Okay, that's all for part A. Now let's do part B. Hey, if you're finding this useful, please like, share, and subscribe, and look in the description for a link that will take you to a lecture for this and lots and lots and lots of other example problems worked out fully with lots of explanations just like this one. In fact, I'm going to add this to the collection here as soon as I upload it. So check it out. It's a Google Doc. It's in the link. Teachers, if you're a physics teacher, please feel free to use the worksheets. They're free. And yeah, I don't know. I'm a retired high school physics teacher, and I like doing this stuff, so I keep doing it. All right. Now, what if m1 and m2 are combined? Find their acceleration under the direction of force. So we're going to say F equals ma, but this is the combined mass, right? This is Newton's second law, but we're going to combine these masses. That's going to be m1 plus m2, right? That's the total mass times the acceleration. And now I can solve for the acceleration. I can say, hey, the acceleration is equal to the force divided by m1 plus m2. Now, I'm going to need to do some substitutions here because I don't know what these things are. So, but what do I know about F? Well, I know that this force is equal to m1 a1, and I know what a1 is. Now, if I can get these two both in terms of m1, I can plug it in here and I can cancel it out. But I do know that I can solve for m2. Look, m2. If I have this, I can say that m2 is equal to, well, if 1 over 3 is equal to m1 over m2, then m2 is equal to, just cross multiply 1 times m2, which is just m2, is equal to 3 times m1. So now I can substitute for m2 in here. So this is going to be m1 plus 3m1. So, you know, so now we can, to say this is m1 over, over a1. Oh, that's right, a1. And then I can factor out an m1 here. This is m1 times 1 plus 3. So the m1 cancels. Now a1, we know what a1 is. a1 is 3 meters per second squared. And then this is 1 plus 3 is 4. So the acceleration is 3 meters per second squared divided by 4. And so my answer is, well, 3 divided by 4 is 0.750 meters per second squared. And there's my answer. Okay. So start with what you're trying to find, and then kind of solve for it, and then look for ways of substituting this in. By the way, you could, if you wanted, you would get the same answer if you put M2, A2 right here, and then solve this in terms of M2 down here. You'll get the same answer. I'll leave that to you to try that out. But hey, here we go. Another physics problem solved all the way through. Hey, thanks for watching. And again, please like, share, and subscribe. And yeah, look in the description for links to more resources. And also, I do want to thank you for studying physics. I always end my videos by thanking you for studying physics, because let me tell you something, without hardworking and smart people like you learning how the universe works, our technologically based civilization will crumble. I love all this technology. Our lives are longer, they're healthier, they're better, they're happier because of technology. And all of this technology that we enjoy, it's all based on a foundation of physics. So you're doing a good thing. So keep up the hard work, and until the next video, may the net force be with you always. That is all.